Welcome back, Art. It is that time of the year, America's favorite pastime back. Thursday is opening day for baseball. For the first time in 50 years, every single MLB team will play on opening day, all 30 clubs. It is also the earliest opening day in league history. Kicking off with the Cubs versus the Marlins on Thursday. Other must-watch games include defending champs, the Astros, facing off against the Rangers. And the Yankees will take on the Blue Jays in Toronto. Joining me right now in a First on Fox Business interview, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred. Commissioner, it's great to see you.
Great to see you too, Marie.
Thank you so much for joining us. I got to tell you, I've seen a lot and done a lot of stuff over my career. The most exciting day of my life was when I threw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's incredible. Baseball really is exciting. And what do you think about this opening day with all 30 clubs opening at once? Well,
we're thrilled about the idea. We think getting back to the tradition of everybody playing on opening day is an exciting thing for the sport. I think it gives us an opportunity to own Thursday, make opening day into the national holiday that it should be.
Can the Astros do a repeat?
Hey, look, the Astros are really talented, but, you know, there are a lot of good teams out there, a lot of buzz around the one team here in New York, the Yankees. Same thing with the Cubs. You know, the Dodgers were great last year, so I think we're going to have a really competitive season.
Well, you got a competitive season, but also because of all of these new rule changes, right? Let's talk about that. Speeding up the game is one of them. You're testing new pace of play rules in the minor leagues. Teams will start with a runner on second base if the game goes into extra innings. Does this expand to the major leagues? And tell me about the rule changes and the impact.
Well, the rule changes in the major leagues this year are really speeding up inning breaks. There's a clock. Batters have to be ready to go at 2:05. That should save us about 25 seconds on every inning break, which adds up to be a lot of time. We're limiting mound visits, 6 per game. The idea there is to take dead time out of the game. We're trying to proceed slowly at the major league level. We've been more aggressive in the minor leagues. We have pitch clocks. We've had them for a number of years. We feel like they're successful. Those could come to the major leagues. The extra inning rule, I don't see that at the major league level. You know, some people really like it. It does make for excitement, but I think breaking the tradition of the extra inning game at the big league level is not likely to happen.
So the whole idea of speeding up the game and pacing differently, is that to make sure that it doesn't impact engagement, get the engagement even faster? Because we've watched what has happened at the NFL. The NFL has been seeing a drop in viewership over the last couple of years. Are you watching this? What are you doing in terms of game viewership? And is that part of it?
Oh, it's a huge issue. You know, in the ballpark, pace of game is not a big issue because during the breaks, there's a lot going on. There's entertainment.
Exactly.
There's things to do.
It's when you're at home watching.
And every one of those breaks is an opportunity to tune away. We pay a lot of attention to what's going on in other sports. We've been fortunate, however. Our last 2 World Series have been really successful in terms of our ratings. And, you know, during the summer, in 25 of our markets, on game days, we're the #1 programming on television. So we've been very fortunate in that regard.
That's incredible.
Yeah, look, in the summertime, people remember that baseball is the national pastime, and they tune into their local team.
Yeah, that's a good point. So a lot of big moves. Another big Yankees move, obviously, in the offseason. Tell me about that, because you've got the Yankees acquiring arguably the 2 best sluggers, right? Judge and Stanton. How were they able to pull off that trade?
Well, you know, it was, I think, one of those things where the Marlins felt that with their new ownership, they wanted to go down a slightly different path. The Yankees were there as willing buyers on what's a very large contract, but it's exciting in New York. The 2 players together last year hit 111 home runs. I think it's only 4 short of what Mantle and Maris did in their historic season. So a lot of buzz around that team this year.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the Marlins, because you got the former shortstop, Derek Jeter, now owning the Marlins, or part of the Marlins. What does that do for the game? Are former players becoming office executives good for the sport? What's the impact?
Oh, I think it's great for the sport. I'll tell you, you know, it's difficult at the beginning. You take over a team. You haven't been an owner before. It's obviously difficult to get your footing. But I was down, saw a Marlins spring training game recently, talked to a bunch of people in the organization. Derek's done a phenomenal job. You know, the organization is very positive. They got a lot of great young talent that they brought back in these trades, and I have every expectation that Derek's going to be really really successful.
I would imagine when somebody who knows the game, knows the tricks, just knows how to get around the field is an owner, it could be real positive.
Look, I think it's a huge positive to have former players, particularly a player of Derek's stature, involved on the ownership side of the game.
Let me ask you about the new tax law, because we were talking about this earlier. The new tax law seems to be throwing some of the players and owners a curveball, right, if you will. It could make it so that clubs face higher capital gains taxes for trading highly paid players. This is something that I didn't think about initially when we were looking at the tax plan. But how does this impact the teams and the players?
Well, it could really be an impediment to trades taking place, particularly trades that happen quickly because of the requirement of valuation. We think it was a mistake, that it really was not intended to apply to trades of baseball players, and we're hopeful that when things get clarified in the technical corrections, that we'll deal with that issue.
Yeah, because it's not, I mean, you don't think of a trade of a player being the same as capital gains trading stocks.
Well, if you think about the economics of it, right, I'm trading you something in return for something else. There's a very good argument that they should be treated of equal value. Otherwise, somebody's not acting rationally, which I don't think is the case with most of our clubs.
Have you been in touch with lawmakers on this issue?
We have.
Yeah.
We have.
So they're looking at it. They're aware that maybe there are unintended consequences.
Yeah, there's a large list of things. Obviously, we have a couple of issues in the tax bill that we have been in touch with lawmakers about in the hope that they get clarified.
Rob, the league is working to finalize a two-game series between the Yankees and the Red Sox at London's Olympic Stadium. Let's talk about that. This would be the American baseball's first regular season games in Europe. Pretty exciting stuff.
Very exciting for us. We feel that Europe's a frontier that we need to get to. We want to get there with our very best. We think a Yankee-Red Sox series will be very exciting and give us a foothold in Europe.
What about the streaming deals? This is an important piece of business right now for the league. You've got streaming deals with Twitter, ESPN, Intel, YouTube, Facebook Watch, also stepping up to the plate with a deal with the league. The exclusive stream 25 games. Tell us about this.
Well, being on the cutting edge of technology has been really good for our business. The development of BandTech, the sale of that asset to Disney, and we feel that these streaming deals are really important in terms of capturing the next generation of fans.
You have to, because that's where a lot of people watch the game. On their phone.
Absolutely. Look, the next generation wants to see their favorite sport, and we hope it's baseball, on a variety of different platforms, and our strategy has been to make the games available on those platforms.
Yeah, but, you know, you said it earlier, you see more people in the stands than before, right? Are you having a hard time getting people in their seats because they're watching it on streaming?
Well, you know, it's amazing. We had 114 million people went to see baseball live last year, minor league and Major League Baseball. That's a phenomenal number for us. Our ballpark experience is a little different than our broadcast experience. There's a certain camaraderie to it. There's all the entertainment that goes on in the ballpark, and fortunately, our attendance has remained really stable.
And lots of giveaways when you're in the field.
That's right. Those promotional nights are very popular with our fans.
Rob, it's great to see you. Thanks so much.
It's great to see you, too.
Good luck with opening day. We will be watching.
All right. Thank you.
MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred there.